Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 BMW 225i Active Tourer Sport Line. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. If you leave the light switch on automatic, there are welcome lights as you unlock the car. Also, if you do notice, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car and pressing and hold on the lock button, the side mirrors will automatically fold in, and upon unlocking, the side mirrors automatically fold out again. This 225i does come standard with keyless start. Make sure the key fob is within the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button mounted to the right of the steering wheel. The F45 2 Series Active Tourer comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the Sport line trim is a sport leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips on the sides. In Germany, the 225i Active Tourer is paired exclusively to an 8-speed automatic transmission. However, unlike the ZF-sourced 8-speed automatic available in rear-wheel drive BMWs, the 8-speed automatic in the Active Tourer is sourced from Aisin. While in drive, clicking it over to the left activates Sport mode, and tipping it up or down while in Sport mode activates the Steptronic manual shifting function. Manual shifting is also available via the pedal shifters located on the back of the top two steering wheel spokes, where the one on the left is for downshifts and the one on the right is for upshifts. Shifting into reverse not only activates the parking sensors and its diagram that shows up on the 8.8-inch iDrive display, but it also dips the passenger side mirror down to curb view. The parking sensors and its diagram can be turned on or off manually via the button to the far left on the row of buttons just below the climate control panel. The toggle switch in the middle is for your drive performance control. In the 225i Active Tourer, you can choose between Eco Pro, Comfort and Sport. Eco Pro gears the car towards better fuel efficiency, Comfort is a default setting, and Sport gives drivers a more engaging drive. Standard safety equipment on this 225i Active Tourer Sport line includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, dynamic stability control plus, dynamic traction control, hill start assist, electronic differential lock control, an alarm system with immobilizer, dynamic brake lights, tire pressure monitoring system, active guard, which comprises of forward collision warning and city collision mitigation, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the two outer rear seats and front passenger seat. As usual, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet opening mechanism is the same as the one found in the new Mini hatchback as well as the 1, 3 and 4 series BMWs. Pull the lever once to pop open the bonnet and pull it a second time to release the catch holding the bonnet to the body of the car. This 2 Series Active Tourer comes with a set of 17-inch machine-finished light alloy rims. I am not too sure of the model code for the rims, but I believe it is the Y-spoke style 489 bicolor. These rims are wrapped in Continental Conti Winter Contact TS830P 195/55R17 winter tires. Ventilated disc brakes are found at all 4 corners, and the suspension consists of McPherson struts in front and a multi-link setup out back. The F45 2 Series Active Tourer represents a few firsts for the BMW brand. It is BMW's first production front-wheel drive vehicle, first multi-purpose vehicle, and first vehicle with a transversely mounted engine. While the Active Tourer counts the Mercedes-Benz B-Class as its main competitor, the VW Golf SV, the Ford C-Max, and the Opel or Vauxhall Meriva are among some of the Active Tourer's rivals as well. Built on BMW's UKL platform, the F45 is related to its Mini siblings. Under the bonnet of the 225i Active Tourer is a 2-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 engine. The engine, which comes from BMW's all-aluminium, all-new B48 engine lineup, features BMW's twin-power turbo and efficient dynamics technology, direct injection, Valvetronic variable valve lift, and double Vanos variable valve timing. The engine produces 228 horsepower at 5000 rpm and 350 Nm of torque at 1250 rpm. 0 to 100 is achieved in 6.6 seconds on the 240 km/h top speed. With a 51-litre petrol tank, combined fuel consumption is rated at 6 litres per 100 km. 139 grams of carbon dioxide is produced per kilometer, and the 2 Series Active Tourer is front-wheel drive. The 2 Series Active Tourer went on sale in Germany last year. German 2 Series Active Tourer variants include Basis, Advantage, Luxury Line, Sport Line, and M Sport. Exterior features of this 225i Active Tourer Sport line includes automatic adaptive LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, automatic wipers, front and rear fog lights, front and rear parking sensors, LED indicators on the side mirrors, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, high gloss shadowline exterior trim, dark chrome dual exhaust pipes, and high gloss black finish for the front air inlets, kidney grille slats, and rear bumper highlight. Right down there you do have a bit of storage as well as a bottle holder. You do have your rear hatch control right here as well. And you do have a speaker right there. Right next to your interior door handle you do have your central locking buttons. And right here you do have your mirror controls, window controls, all of them are fully automatic in both ways, and your window lock. To the right of the headlight switch, you have the lever to adjust the brightness of the interior at night. And you do have a bit of storage down below. BMW Sport door sills. And the driver's seat in this 225i Sport line does get full manual adjustments with power lumbar arm support. For your manual adjustments, this lever right here controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, this lever controls your seat inclination, and this lever right here controls your seat position. You also do have manual tie support. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. This 225i Sport line does get a dual zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located right down here. You do have your fan speed, off button, heated seats for the driver and front passenger, they are 3-stage. You do have your different modes, sync, passenger side temperature with your maximum air conditioning, driver side temperature with your automatic mode. You also do have your front and rear defrost, air conditioning and recirculation. Now, sync means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you have it off, each side will have their own individual temperature controls. Do notice as the passenger side temperature matches the driver's side once I turn sync on. As simple as that. This 225i Active Tourer comes with the BMW Navigation Plus head unit with various media connectivity options, an 8.8-inch display front and center of the dashboard, and 7 speakers producing 205 watts of power. I must say, for stock sound system, the speakers in this 225i Active Tourer Sport line does sound quite good. The 8.8-inch screen right above is actually controlled using your set of controls located right down here. You do have your media, radio, menu, telephone and navigation shortcut buttons, your back and option buttons, as well as this knob in the center that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to the left, scrolls to the right, and clicks down for enter. You also do have a touchpad right above that enables you to input like navigation addresses and dial a number and all that. As with most other BMW videos that I make, for the demo of the iDrive screen, let's start with the menu that's right on top, and that is Multimedia. Click the knob down to select that option, and we are brought to your submenu for the Multimedia menu. You can access your external devices right here, your Bluetooth audio streaming, USB, auxiliary, and set your wireless device connections. Right now, we are currently in your main Bluetooth audio streaming menu. If there is an album art present, it will show up right here. And to the right, you do have your current song playing information with your artist, album, song number, title, and song duration. To the left, you do have the buttons to go back a song and go forward a song, perform a search, look at your currently playing playlist, and all that. Click the knob to the left to go back to the previous menu. And under the submenu for Multimedia, we also do have Sound. Under Sound, you can access your bass, treble, balance and fader settings. And we are back to your main menu. Now, say we are in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu. If you do not want to click the knob left 3 times to go back to the main menu, you can always hit the menu button straight away. Next up, we do have radio, and in radio you can access your FM AM menus, perform a manual tuning search, look at the list of available radio stations in the area and all that. Under telephone, you can access your phone book, redial your last number, look at your received calls, dial a number, manage your Bluetooth devices and all that. And right there you do have your phone book. And next up, we do have navigation. Right here we have your submenu for the navigation, and right on top your destination input. You can enter your country, place, postcode, street, house numbers, and then start the guidance and whatnot. You can look at your recent destinations, points of interest, address book, look at your maps, and right now we are in your main maps. If you use the touchpad, you can actually access your interactive map, but first you have to go to the interactive map menu. Now, if you do not want to move your finger across the touchpad to browse your interactive map, you can always use the knob to go up, down, left and right. To exit the interactive map, just click the knob down, and we are brought to a list of options. You can start guidance to that particular destination, points of interest in vicinity, show details, display current destination, current location, change the map view and all that. And you can also, like I said, exit the interactive map. Right now, if you use the knob, you can zoom in and out. And right here we do have a list of map options with your guidance, spoken instructions, routes, points of interest, traffic information, the aforementioned interactive maps, your different map views, north oriented, direction of travel, perspective, and additional information. Next up, BMW Connecteddrive with your concierge services, messages, mobile care, BMW Online, and all that. Vehicle information with your efficient dynamics, now with most other modern BMWs, you can have your owner's handbook stored onto the system, so you do not actually need to go through the book itself. You can search the different parts of the car via 3 ways. You do have quick reference, which is via the different most accessed parts of the car. Picture search via the different parts of the car. Owner's handbook. And you can use the touchpad to spell out the letter, or you can use the knob to spell it out. Your onboard computer with your range, average consumption, average speed. If you do have your navigation active, it will show you your distance to destination and estimated time of arrival. Trip computer with your start time, journey time, distance traveled, average consumption and average speed. And your vehicle status with your engine oil level, tire pressure monitoring system, service requirements and check control. And your sport displays showing you how much power and torque you are using. And your tire, engine temperature and all that. And lastly, you do have settings. You can set your heads-up display information, instrument cluster display, control display, time and date, language, units, sound, speed, lights and all that. You can also perform a software update right here. And that's about it. Now, if we return to the, say, Bluetooth audio streaming menu, clicking the knob to the right brings up a list of options. You can activate your split screen display, so you can have your audio information to one side, your navigation information to the other, or your navigation information to one side, your position information to the other, and all that. You can turn off split screen. You can even turn off the display from here. And it brings up a list of help options. Show the external devices on your owner's handbook, your random track selection, activating Bluetooth and all that. Now if you are in, say, radio, it will show up radio and owner's handbook, radio and different radio options. If you're in navigation, it will show the appropriate options. that's about it. Right below the hazard light switch, you have the button to activate or deactivate your collision warning system. And right here, you do have your volume and power knob, accessing your different modes, C-track buttons, your 8 customizable options. You can store either your favorite navigation destination, your favorite radio station, or your favorite multimedia option. And right here, you do have your traffic information. You do have a bit of storage in between the radio controls and the climate control. And right here, you do have the button to turn off your traction control. And this car does have an electronic parking brake. It is located right here. It is also currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push it down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. Big front quarter windows. And as shown earlier on, this car does have a heads-up display. Central locking. And power folding mirrors. On the steering wheel, you do have your cruise control on the left spoke, and on the right spoke, your audio controls. You do have your volume, selecting your different modes, selecting your different tracks or radio stations, your on-hook off-hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system, and your voice control. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls. If you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can activate your automatic wipers just by hitting this button. On the left stalk, you do have your indicator controls. If you locate the button at the end of the indicator stalk, you can cycle through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your range, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, average speed, date, engine temperature, turning the display off, and back to your range. Within that display, you also do have your outside temperature right above, and your mileage and trip meter down below. Your clock is off to the bottom right. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it via this lever right here. And to the left of the start engine button, you have the button to activate or deactivate your auto start stop system. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. You do have a couple of cup holders down there, a cigarette lighter or power outlet depending on what you use it for, center armrest with storage down below. It is adjustable, and right down there you do have a bit of storage, another power outlet, as well as your USB and auxiliary ports. Auto dimming rear view mirror, and you do have your LED interior lights right above. Your SOS button, And this car does have a panoramic sunroof with a powered shade. You can also open the sunroof as a vent. And obviously close the shade if you do not want that much light coming in. The sun visor on the driver's side does have a vanity mirror and a light. And a grip handle right above. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have a bit of storage down there and right up here, together with your window control and speaker. There are actually two ways to fold the rear seats down. The first way is via dislocating this strap, pull it, and flipping the seat back down. The second way is via a button in the boot that I'll show you later on. The seats do fold 40-20-40, so you do have a bit of flexibility in arranging the rear seats. The strap used to fold down the rear seats can also be used to adjust the angle of the backrest, so you can have it more laid back or more upright. The position of the rear seats can also be adjusted. Locate this lever and move the seat forward or back depending on what you prefer. There are footwell lights for the rear. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I do have quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. I have about this much legroom and about this much headroom. It is actually quite comfortable back here. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs, rear aircon vents, power outlet, rear center armrest with storage and cup holders, and you do have grip handles with hooks on the ceiling for both sides, and your LED reading lights for the rear. There are three ways to open the standard powered rear hatch. There is the button inside the cabin as shown earlier on, there's a touchpad right beneath the BMW badge, and there is also the button on the key fob. There is 468 litres of boot space in the 2 Series Active Tourer with the rear seat backs in place. Folding the rear seat backs down and removing the cargo cover increases the boot space to 1510 litres. To the right of the boot is a light that illuminates the area and a power outlet. Underneath the boot floor is some storage and the vehicle's first aid kit. If longer items need to be carried, the front passenger seat back can be folded down. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. And you do have your storage down there with your speaker right up there, a bit of storage right here, and your window control. BMW Sport door sills for this side as well. And the front passenger seat does get the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, including your power lumbar control and your manual tie support. It is actually quite a big glove box. It extends all the way in. And it is lighted as well. Sun visor for the front passenger does have a vanity mirror and a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 BMW 225i Active Tourer Sport line. Thanks for watching and goodbye.